Live from KVII Studios in downtown Amarillo, ABC 7 News, the Panhandle Spirit, starts now.
And good evening. We start with breaking news in North Amarillo.
A shooting now under investigation and a suspect on the run.
Standing by live with the latest, ABC 7's Tiffany Lester. Tiffany?
Lisa, Larry, I'm here in the 3100 block of Oak Drive where police are investigating a shooting. Actually, it's the Special Crimes Unit that's investigating. All we know right now is that it's a 25-year-old has been taken to the hospital in this case. The investigators are putting down clue markers. There are some people, it looks like, being interviewed here on the scene. Elementary school, Harlem Elementary School, is just down the street. It's a very scary situation for folks living in this area, and we'll continue to bring you the latest tonight on ABC 7 News Nightside. Again, live here on Oak Drive. Tiffany Lester, ABC 7 News. Back to you.
Tiffany, thank you for that report. And it is your voice, your vote, and the countdown is on.
8 days until Election Day. What's turned out to be one of the most explosive elections in our history continues.
Yeah, kicking off the final full week of the presidential campaign with more controversy. Hillary Clinton trying to push past the renewed email investigation while Donald Trump attacks.
Hillary Clinton on the campaign trail in Ohio, putting all of her focus today into this key battleground state.
Now the Trump campaign sensing an opportunity, saying it's expanding its map.
National polls are tightening and Trump supporters are energized after last Friday's political bombshell.
Now, Donald Trump hitting the campaign trail in Grand Rapids, Michigan today, where the reopened FBI investigation into Hillary Clinton's emails took center stage. Now, while Trump called it the biggest scandal since Watergate.
Undecided voters told Alex Jokic from our sister station in West Michigan that being able to trust a candidate is of utmost importance, and the email issue is something they are taking into account.
Trump all the way, man.
I know who I'm voting for, Trump all the way. He's our next president.
Not long after taking the stage in Michigan, Donald Trump turned the attention on his opponent.
Hillary is the one who set up an illegal private email server in a closet to shield her criminal activity.
We learned the email server scandal is at the forefront of many voters' minds.
Any of you undecided?
Specifically, those who are still on the fence.
I really don't see a reason why to trust her really at all, so I don't know.
So do you trust Donald Trump?
Kind of, but still, like I said, he's a businessman. They lie and cheat. So I'm still, that's why I'm here today, to see what he has to say.
Cliff Tompkins tells us he came to this rally to find out for himself if Trump is trustworthy, because he is worried about the alternative.
The FBI reopened their investigation on Hillary Clinton's email server. Does that impact your vote at all?
What is she hiding? That's the question I have. What are they hiding?
As you might expect at a Trump stop, most of the crowd already knows which bubble they plan to fill in come Election Day. But the few undecideds here say they're looking for answers on issues that extend beyond emails.
I really want to hear more about economics, and job creation.
Absolutely, regulation, less government, more transparency, and no corruption.
I'm Alex Jokic reporting from Grand Rapids, Michigan.
And that brings us to the ABC7Amarillo.com question of the day.
Will the latest FBI Clinton email controversy affect your vote for president?
We want to know what you think. Log on and sound off. And early voting underway a full week now. As of Sunday, more than 30,000 folks in Randall and Potter counties already casting their ballot. More than 10,000 in Potter County and more than 21,000 in Randall voting early. Lines wrapping around locations this weekend with wait times exceeding an hour. The last day to early vote in Texas is this Friday. And ABC7Amarillo.com is your home for all things elections.
Our powerhouse team working behind the scenes 24/7 to keep you updated on this historic election. And right now it's your voice, your vote. In a special series all week, we're digging deeper into Amarillo's 7 bond proposals. We start tonight with Proposition 1. ABC 7's Kayla Comboy live in the studio with all sides. Kayla?
Lisa, Larry, Proposition 1 totaling $89 million for street maintenance, reconstruction, and new road construction throughout Amarillo. It's the most expensive of the 7 propositions, listing 30 projects in all 4 quadrants of the city. Some of the items very specific, like Polk Street improvements and streetscape, while others are still up in the air, like the $16 million listed for arterial reconstruction projects. The city engineer says the specifics will be determined by growth and road conditions, which has created a divide divide among voters.
We've also determined that we feel like they're wanting us to give them an open checkbook to deal with the streets, total streets.
So this is an opportunity for us to catch up, and maybe we can all have a little bit smoother commute to work.
And later we'll hear more from the city engineer and both the for and against side on ABC 7 Nightside. And stay tuned, tomorrow night we'll be digging deeper into Propositions 2 and 3, public safety and municipal facilities. Reporting from the Kennedy Broadcast Center, Kayla Conboy, ABC 7 News.
Kayla, thank you. And now to the ABC 7 Crime Watch. And all new tonight, Amarillo police making a large drug bust during a traffic stop. This happening last week on I-40. 80 pounds of marijuana found inside duffel bags. Estimated value of the pot, $120,000. The driver, a Louisiana man, arrested on a drug charge.
And tonight, staying on the ABC 7 Crime Watch, the man accused of rear-ending an Amarillo police car during a traffic stop arrested. This happening early Sunday morning on I-40. He's 31-year-old Himling Biak. He's now facing a charge of driving while intoxicated. The officer was not hurt during the crash. And during the investigation, police saying another vehicle went through barricades and nearly hit another patrol car. That man, Luis Gonzalez, also arrested for DWI.
And now we head to New Mexico, where we have an update on that high-profile incest trial. Tonight, a new trial date has been set. This is all new tonight at 5. Now, the trial for Monica Mares officially rescheduled for March 15th and 16th of 2017. Mares is accused of having a sexual relationship with her 19-year-old biological son. A trial date for the son, Caleb Peterson, has not yet been set.
Now to Oklahoma with the latest on that fugitive on the run from police. Michael Vance shot and killed last night by police. Vance was wanted on multiple charges, including 2 counts of first-degree murder. Police have been searching for Vance for more than a week after he shot and wounded 2 police officers October 23rd. Police say Vance later killed his aunt and uncle before going on the run.
And meanwhile tonight, a traffic alert we first told you about last week on this broadcast. This dealing with I-40 at Ross and Arthur. Now, TxDOT saying it's a $36.2 million project. It will completely rebuild the bridges at the Ross, Osage, and Arthur intersections. Overnight lane closures will start at 8 each evening, and the inside left lanes will be closed through November. The project set to be complete in the spring of 2018. And all new tonight at 5, Bell Helicopter facing a challenging market and significant headwinds. That according to a company spokesperson.
The company is saying 5 people have been delivered layoff notices in the past week in Amarillo. ABC 7's Case Wilbanks speaking with Bell officials today and joins us in the studio now with what's in store for the company. Case?
Yeah, Lisa and Larry, in the same statement we received discussing the layoffs, Bell says production of the V-22 helicopter is at half of peak production, this causing fluctuations in the workforce. But today, Bell says the decline in production was expected and the flux in the workforce is common. According to Bell, the first 5-year contract for this aircraft peaked in 2012 and 2013. They were producing 40 of these aircraft a year.
We'd be foolish to make a promise, because you never know what market conditions or changes may come. I will tell you, however, we work as hard as we can to keep the factory fully employed, to keep the people there gainfully employed with lots of work.
And Bell says with new international contracts and production opportunities for other aircraft, it's optimistic about the future of Bell in Amarillo. We'll talk more about that on ABC 7 News at 6. Reporting from the Kennedy Broadcast Center, Case Wilbanks, ABC 7 News.
Case, thank you. And some more good news tonight. You know that big hot dog still driving around town? We're talking about the Wienermobile. Well, today the group donating more than 1,100 pounds of food to the High Plains Food Bank. While the Wienermobile was in town, they collected food from at the community at all their events. Now, the group saying Amarillo has been one of the best cities they've been to. And if you're still looking for somewhere to take your kids tonight to trick or treat, how about the ABC 7 Gene Messer Ford Trunk or Treat event?
Chief Meteorologist Steve Kerr standing by with those details and the details on our Halloween forecast. Good evening, Steve.
Yeah, Lisa and Larry out here live at Gene Messer Lincoln. Now, again, the Ford dealership's undergoing some construction, so they're here in front of the Lincoln dealership, still on real close to 34th and Soncy. Now, they've got trunk and treat going on here, a lot of candy. I hear there's a lot of candy in those trunks. And they also got some inflatables here for the kids, so you can come on by, have a good time. Safe Halloween here at Gene Messer Lincoln. They're near 34th and Soncy. Let's talk about our weather, shall we? The weather headlines. We've got some changes coming. We did set another record high temperature today, but we'll be seeing those temperatures go down, and there actually is some rain in the forecast for next week, but no rainfall for tonight. Probably one of the warmest Halloweens we've seen on record, with mainly temperatures in the 70s as those ghosts and goblins head on out. A lot more weather coming up here in just a few minutes live here at Gene Messer Lincoln. We'll now send it back to the studio.
All right, Steve, thank you. And now to some more good news on this Halloween Monday.
The babies at Northwest Texas Hospital's neonatal intensive care unit getting all dressed up today.
Yeah, the preemies in the unit, they're dressing up. Check it out. It's coming as mermaids. Look how cute they are.
Tonight, Northwest Texas Hospital employees saying they wanted to be sure the patients and their families felt like it was a normal holiday.
This unit is very special to our hearts because they took the time to make it feel like a true holiday for us, being that today is Daddy's birthday too, and so our little girls got dressed up for Daddy's birthday too.
And we posted the video on the ABC7 Facebook page so you can share it with all your friends.
Oh yeah, well there's still so much more ahead on ABC7 News at 5.
You know, most of us carry hardly any cash anymore, but what about hackers? We're investigating a Consumer Reports special report.
Plus, a surfing dog. And no, not just because it's Halloween, how this foster dog is making waves. Plus, your full forecast from Steve, live at Gene Messer 4.
You're watching ABC 7 News at 5 with Lisa Schmidt, Larry Lemons, and Storm Surge 7 Chief Meteorologist Steve Kirsch. This is ABC 7 News, the Panhandle